All right, friends. Time for the quick story time. I was out of town last week and I flew home yesterday, Sunday night, right? So my go-to is Delta. I don't think I've ever flown Delta or flown anything else besides Delta in the last 5-ish years or so. So it's always my go-to. I'm like, I've never had a problem with Delta. I've never had a delayed flight or cancellation. I never get offered $200 or $500 voucher or whatever to give up my seat. So, I'm like, how do I get that? And you just got to be careful what you ask for, right? Because some of that stuff's not good. I didn't get it anyway. I don't even know why I'm saying that. I didn't even get that. So I'm in this little small town. We want to be early. I'm like, let's go 2 hours early because at most airports, it's going to take you some time to get through security, to get checked in, to get to your gate, all of those things, right? We show up at this little bitty airport and I'm like, what happened to the rest of the airport? Like, where is it at? Is it closed? Did somebody steal it? What's going on? This airport had 9 gates. Did you hear that? 9 gates. We literally could have come 15 minutes before the plane was going to leave. And still got to the gate on time with time to spare. Mind you, the airport has 9 gates. So can you imagine the type of planes that fly in there? The planes are this small. I thought they were going to ask me to have to pedal to get this plane up off the ground. It was so small. It was 1 seat and 2 seats. Where did they do that at? I have never, ever, ever been on a plane that small or at an airport that small. And mind you, when we walk down the ramp, you know how the little thing goes from the airport or the ramp to the airport and it like basically seals it so that, there's no elements that get on you? This did not happen. I will try to insert a picture. I will post a picture on my page so that you all can understand and maybe feel sorry for me. Anyway, this all happened after what I'm about to tell you. We get there 2 hours early because I just like to be early. I like to be on time. I don't want any problems. I don't want any troubles. I don't want anything to be my fault. So we get there. We're sitting there. Actually, were we in the car dropping off the rental when we got the first notification? So we get the first notification. The flight's 38 minutes late. No problem. Whatever. Maintenance. Due to maintenance. So now I'm like, okay, this is Delta's fault. Never had this happen. I'm in shock. We're sitting there 5 minutes later. I think it was about 5 minutes. Second delay. 52 minutes late. No, let me clarify. Additional 52 minutes late. So 38 minutes plus 52 minutes. Right? Now I'm irritated. I done came here 2 hours early. Now the flight is an hour and 20-something minutes late. What do we want to do? Do we sit there or are we going to wait? We're sitting there, we're waiting. People are irritated. We're like, okay, let's grab something to eat. Let's get a drink, whatever. There are so many delays. There are so many things that are backed up. This one little restaurant, Ruby Tuesdays, has a line out the door and people waiting to get something. Because they have a convenience store, they have, I think, a coffee shop, and I think they had one other thing in this Ruby Tuesdays. That's it. That's all you had. That's all the choices you get. So anyway, we finally get in there, we sit down, and then we get another notification. You know what it says? Yes, another delay. Another delay. What is going on? I am not happy. So it hasn't hit the 3-hour mark yet, but we find out that, okay, it's been delayed 3 times. Now, people start talking about pilots have this flying limit of how many hours they can fly or be on the clock or whatever. So now I'm starting to get anxiety because I'm like, okay, how many hours have they flown? Now they're delayed for 2 or so hours. By the time they get here, are they going to be able to fly me home? We start talking to the attendants, the people at the counter. And actually, you know what? When I first got there, we did get the notification when we were in the car, because when I get there, I go up to the agent assist counter. What was it? Brad? I don't know what his name had the worst customer service. The worst. I have never dealt with someone that worked at Delta that had that kind of service. I was very, very, very disappointed. Luckily, Brian was there. He took care of me. Well, he didn't take care of me because he couldn't change anything. But anyway, he got me checked in, got my bag checked in. Anyway, so that happened, and then all the other stuff that I was telling you. So we're just sitting around waiting, trying to figure out. So we're like, okay, now what's going to happen? Somebody that gave me anxiety, the pilot's not going to be able to fly. They're going to end up canceling the flight. So we're like, what are our options? We're stuck here. We can transfer to another plane or flight that could take us to Atlanta. You know, Atlanta's a hub. They have a whole bunch of options. I was like, I'd rather be stuck there than in this little town, because they also said, guess what? The flights for today, because this was yesterday, for the next day, the flight, if it got canceled, there would have been no more flights out that day. So then the next day, today morning 6 o'clock flight was oversold and had 3 on standby. That was at 6 something. Then the 7 o'clock flight was oversold and had a bunch of people on standby. So I would not have gotten on either of those morning flights. Either there was an afternoon flight that I could potentially get on, but the next flight after that available would have been Thursday. No, I'm being extreme. Was it Thursday? No, Tuesday. So then I would have had to wait another day. What? I am sorry for anyone that has ever done that. I am so sorry. I literally did not understand the struggle and the frustration that people have gone through. I kept it together. I'm very proud of myself. But when you see people acting up in airports because of this, I get it. And they couldn't tell us anything. They couldn't confirm anything. We were just kind of sitting around. We're talking to the agents, calling the agents. I'm trying to message the agents on the app, on the website, trying to get information. The AI people AI assist or whatever is crap. The person that I actually talked to on there was not helpful. I don't know what that person's name is, but I'm going to be trying to follow up with Delta. They sent me a survey. You know I told the truth. So we'll see what they say. Anyway, hour 3 hits. We've been sitting there since hour 3. They finally bring out the case of water. Anybody want a free water? Yeah. I want all things you're giving me, because I'm here and I don't have anywhere I can go. I don't have any options, any of that stuff. Give me the water. Give me a couple waters, as a matter of fact. Then, or maybe it was like 2 hours and 45 minutes or something. So they give us the water. 3 hour hits. They're like, oh, guess what? Here's a $12 voucher you can use. But guess what? The restaurant is closed. So no food for you. Go on in this convenience store with these high prices. You can get you a small bag of M&Ms for $7. You can get one of those $1.25 Lunchables for $6. You can get maybe some chips or something like that. So we go and we do that. I finally talked to Kat, who is the supervisor, and she was the best. She was super amazing, super helpful. She gave me a bunch of information. She helped to calm me down. She helped me to feel better. My anxiety was diminished and went away. So finally I just was able to sit down, because for those 3 hours I was stressed. I was all over the place trying to figure out calling, trying to figure out, do we drive if we get stuck here till Tuesday? Do I go to Atlanta and try to find a different carrier? Things like that. But Kat really saved the day for me and helped a lot. With all that being said, the pilots come in. They are not over their hours. This was a straight flight from there to Minnesota. Because the one to it obviously would have been to Atlanta, layover, and then to Minnesota. So it was not a pleasurable experience. It was not a happy experience. It was not a fun experience. I got home at midnight. I had been off, so I logged on to check emails, and then Tried to wrap up a couple things. I was like, I'm just gonna work from home tomorrow. Nope. I ended up going into the office because I had some things I had to be in the office for. I think I went to sleep about 2 o'clock. My alarm went off at 6:45. I worked the whole day. I'm tired. And then I had to do some content. I got that all done. And then now look at, it looks like it's about to storm. I'm at Chipotle because I'm too tired to cook. I just don't feel like, I just don't got it in me. I don't. So anyway, I just wanted to come on and I wanted to give you the story time because we're friends. Does anybody feel sorry for me? No. I know. People are like, oh, first world problems. Oh, what is it called? People that are spoiled or whatever it's called. Like, I've never had this problem before. I've never been delayed. I've never been canceled. I've never been put out of my way by Delta. But what I'm not going to do is ever fly to another place that has a small, airport. I just can't do it. I won't do it. Maybe I'll drive to a larger city, so that, I can have more options. I'm not doing it. The trip was amazing. The place was amazing. Everything was amazing. And I'll be posting pictures and videos and all that kind of stuff because, I got to do 25 posts with just photos, right? And I got to do 25 reels this week. So don't get sick of me. Just roll with me. Just roll with me, friends. All right. That's it. That's all, folks. That's all she wrote. But I just want to hop on and give you the story time because I probably would not have done it later, or it probably wouldn't have made sense because you'll be like, what? No, maybe not. I mean, even if I did it tomorrow, I guess it would have made sense because I would have just gave you the backstory to, me flying in on Sunday. But all right. Well, I hope you're having a good evening. It is cool here. When I left, it was like in the 90s. High 90s or low 90s, mid 90s, and now it's in the 70s, and I'm loving it. So, all right. Well, I'm still in my cute shirt that I got from Le Walmart Shoppe. I think I'm funny. Anyway, like, comment, follow, share, all the things. I will talk to you later. Love you. Bye.